Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Kingdom Come. I should keep on running because on the last Let's Play, after I got the beer and didn't throw poop, we got attacked by humans and the guys. And as far as I remember, some guys will come. Hold on a sec. I'm not going to whistle all the way up there and have those guys attack me. First, I need to get on my horse. Hold on a sec. Hey guys. There we go. You can call her someplace. Gives your horse a chance to recover. No, wait, caps lock. Okay. Hopefully this guy, like in... Oh, hey. Like in the show... Not Vikings. What's it called? The Last Kingdom. Hopefully he's able to, you know, ride. Well, he does. He's able to ride like all the characters in that show. Somehow she's able to get away unscathed. Somehow me buying her a few seconds saves her from getting, you know, by the Cumans. Hey, how you guys do? Oh good, I discovered this town I'm running through. Oh, that's nice.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
I need to remember that shrine. Wait, left? Wait, why does the horse have stamina? Or maybe it's my stamina and the horse stamina. Why am I hungry?
To Talmberg!
How about you... Hey, isn't that one guy? I think he's important for later in the show. Video game. I know you guys are, you guys are trying to run, but you might want to get off the road because there's humans right behind us. Run! Yeah, tell me about that yayo.
Run for it!
Can you get off my arse? Where'd you guys... You should be heavy with all that armor on you. Well, at least you guys... Oh, I was about to say, good thing you're not shooting at me. For some reason. Should be there any moment now. Ow. Do you really have to shoot me with an arrow? I'm hungry, I'm bleeding, my dad and mom just died. God. Wait, is there an arrow on that horse? I'm not sure how well horses run with arrows, regardless of it being in their neck. They got ready real quick. Because how often are there just archers on the wall? Oh, so you guys suck at shooting. Unless you're trying not to hit them, in which case, you're pretty good shots.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Try not to land on the side that has the arrow. Dude.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
They die. Oh. Is wine antiseptic? Though I guess wine would be for pulling out the arrow.
Tell me, boy. Who are you? And where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
I like him.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
You don't have any wood?
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Oh, yo. Can I pet the dog in this game?
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened?
Who's his voice
Did you see
actor?
the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Yeah, they're like maybe 2 hours walk from here, give or take. I don't know how long that walk would be in real life. Like, what's the distance between them? I guess I could always just look it up. Like, look on the map and then point from one place to another. Okay, mouse. I really might want to consider changing my mouse, because like I can only move it when periods like that happen by punching. So, how you do?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Okay.
I
Oh,
heard about your
jeez.
father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Is the kitchen here?
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
What happened to the thing around my
Here you are,
leg?
then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
It's shiny armor. I just want to rub my face on that armor.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
I'm eating the food. I think. Cheese. Little soup. Does food... Yeah, I think I remember food spoiling in the game. Okay, to make it sound like I'm not the one that's mouth breathing out, let him eat food. God. Oh, soup. Let's see. Eat. And where's his foodiness? Okay, right over there. Is there like a money per pound thing? Okay, you're gonna eat cabbages. Just all the cabbages. What is that? Healing. Oh, might keep that one for later then. So I guess a little soup to order. Okay. And then roasted duck. She said eat my fill. Well, I want like several things of roasted duck. And some wine. Might as well eat from that pot, too. What, I'm like Harrow. If you don't know furry stuff, then yeah. Wait, was that the thing? Oh, I guess the game was like,
Look out.
this guy is eating us out of it. Ooh. Good thing it has...
Lead from Skalitz.
Good thing it has
How
that
did you manage
thing there.
that?
I got on a horse.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
Here's cheese.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Okay. Do I just talk to everybody to get my things up?
Good evening.
Let me tell you about my horrible thing.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you?
Oh, sure.
It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
She sounds familiar too.
If I needed some food...
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
Oh. Woo?
I'd like to buy some...
Of course, lad. Bless.
I would like to sell you some things. Wait. Why do I have like 50 apples? How much money do you have? Would you like to buy all these onions? I want to bring some of them back. What was the thing that was a bunch? Okay, haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
Hmm?
Since it's you.
We just
That's
met.
too much.
We just met, but since it's you. Eh?
Close. Drop.
Okay.
I knew we'd come to it.
Did reputation improve because I haggled? Okay, nothing new with you. I'm gonna go take some nappy poos. Not gonna take my shoes off. Yeah, the morning.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Wait, I was sleeping the other way. Also, he was sleeping.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't.
Do you
want
want more food?
Did I?
My lady... No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
I want to get you drunk so I can get
It's
on your
just what you need to help
good
you sleep.
side.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
Now I just want to get drunk with some young guy.
But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this
She's
is all
thirsty.
very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And and it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Maybe get some comfort. Oh, I don't know, with just anybody around. Anybody at all. Maybe even the Lord's wife. And just us here alone, we can close the windows. You can talk to me about anything. I can help you gain comfort in any way possible. And I think I had this thing before.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't.
I always hated ones like,
My
hey,
girl
you need
Bianca
to
worked
pick
there.
one of these things quick.
I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening. But our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
Oh, you're so horny.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
Why is it
I
this
promised
happened
Father I'd
again?
help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
I'm pretty sure this happened before.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his
I'm
head
just
on
going
his
to tell her
shoulders than
everything
lose
about
it
that
over
day.
Some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's
He also
horde was
taught me how to
already on the
mime.
horizon, ready to attack the town.
Try something
A
else.
horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother.
I don't remember them
She was
killing
stranded
his
in the town,
girlfriend.
surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, knights in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor
I thought that
boy.
the humans did that.
May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
Killing the
I ran
mother.
to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After
Those
that,
guys
I
were
stole
close.
a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Ish.
That's terrible.
Oh, now I'm back on the
How could something like
chair.
that happen?
Bed.
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Yeah.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are
When good things happen, it's God. When bad
greed,
things happen,
envy,
it's Satan.
pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
I don't even think Satan's mentioned in the Bible.
Has
There's
not
a
been
snake
merciful to
and there's
me
demons,
and my
but there
husband
isn't
either.
Satan.
Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot.
There's a DLC called
Shortly
that.
after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain.
There's a DLC
He
to
imprisoned
rebuild
my
it.
husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
And the ransom.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
I'm gonna take this food with me. It was actually for me.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Gonna eat this entire
Good night,
chicken.
my lady.
I have to suspect that sack up there is full of food and it's tied up there so rats don't get at it. Again, he's sleeping in the other position. It's always such a shock when you, like, sleep and then go somewhere else and then you go somewhere else and are asleep. And like, oh shit, I'm somewhere else.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Yeah, your father wouldn't say don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up.
He told you
Don't
several
want to
times
miss this.
not to swing your sword and all that
What's
stuff.
happening? Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Well, that's gonna have to be for the next Let's Play, I guess, because we're out of time. Almost exactly. It's weird. So anyways, please comment, guys. I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike. Okay, game save. Tips, tricks. Otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see cool whoa, then please like, subscribe, and share this episode. And please remember to spam on to woo you animals to help control the pet population. And until next time, let's meet me, GamerWolfSix of Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's 12:21 here. I'm gonna go to bed. See ya.